hear the tire slides, you hear just a car go right into the wall. I mean, it's a dangerous hobby that we do here. Jason Andrews, aka the All-American Driver, here at Pacific Raceways. We are in the C6 Z06 with Richard, aka that Mopar racing guy, and we are just hot seating the Corvette. I'll tell you right now, it's fast and it is light. That car is very fast on track. We're just out here having a good time. I have an instructor for the day because this is my first time like really running at this track, and we ran a handful of laps together. Obviously he knew I had some driving experience and he gave me some pointers and stuff, but now I'm kind of free to work on the track and my progress on my own. Richard, thank you so much for letting me drive your car on track. What a joy, what a privilege, what an experience. I'll tell you, anytime you can get on track in any car is only going to benefit you as a driver, and that was no exception for me. It was really nice being in a car that was so light because it kind of reminded me of my old Viper, how that thing felt. And there are pluses and minuses with a car being so light. One is kind of the confidence that you have in the car. A car being that light, it really kind of floats on the road, right? You can feel the rear end kick out a little bit. Even on the straightaways, you guys can see like I'm driving straight, but I'm still kind of moving around, getting thrown around. And while that's great for setting fast lap times, obviously, the lighter the better. It does kind of affect your confidence as a driver when you're trying to put it at 10/10. So just take that for what it is. That car's about 400 or 500 pounds lighter than the Shelby. And I'll tell you right now, the Shelby feels way more planted, Part of it is because the suspension is a little bit more advanced in the Shelby. I have a better tire on the Shelby, but also the weight, it slows you down a little. It's a little bit more wear and tear, but it does help you feel a little bit more planted, so there's a fine line between what the perfect amount, weight is compared to horsepower and things like that. The Z06 is so close. I mean, it is so, for under $40,000, I don't know if you can go faster on track than that car. I mean, leave a comment down below. I've been racking my brain, like, what could you possibly buy for 40 grand or less that's faster than a C6 Z06? I was on track, half the day, and I was passing C8s, multiple C8s. Porsches, you know, instructors in their little BRZs and their M series cars. You know, I passed every single person on track, and I wasn't even driving the car at like as hard as it could possibly go. Would it have been faster than the Shelby right there? You know, I don't know. It probably would have came down to me versus Richard as drivers. The cars they're both very fast. They're both very capable. That car being a little bit lighter has some advantages, you know, but it's a little bit older, so it also has a little bit of drawbacks, you know, things like the interior. The steering wheel is made of a plastic that's like really slippery. And for me, I'm trying to have all my driving inputs with the steering wheel as light as possible. And there was one time on track where I actually, my hand slipped on the steering wheel because it's just slippery, you know. It made me realize how much I like the Alcantara textured feel, you know, of kind of a modern car. The same thing happened with the shifter. Like it's plasticky and kind of slippery. And there was a couple times where my hand literally slipped off the gear trying to downshift, you know. Besides the brake fluid, you know, getting a little hot and losing a little bit of pedal one time, the car ran perfectly. He did a debrief video, like taking the tires off, looking at the brakes, everything. Pretty much no wear on the car at all, you know, and again, that's a benefit to a car being so light. Again, I can't stress enough, the more you can get on track in any car is just gonna elevate you as a driver. And again, I'm so thankful to Richard to invite me to basically break in his new car on track. And I'm a fan of the C6 Z06. You know, am I gonna go run out and buy one? No. But it does get me thinking, you know, again, in that 40 grand price range or less, I don't think you can buy a better track car than the C6 Z06. All right, that's it for me, guys. Jason Andrews, the All-American Driver. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Richard, for letting me take the car out on track. We have parts coming. We have adventures on the way, right? This grand, epic voyage to Florida. Trust me, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna film it. You don't wanna miss that. Hit the subscribe button. Give this a thumbs up if you liked the video, and I will see you in the next episode.